What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and today I am checking in from Lanson Hotel right next to Mall of Asia. You know, a little bit over my price budget, but I thought, why not? You know, the main reason is because there's a competition happening outside and my fiance's gonna run, so we thought, why not book a hotel right next to it? Even though it's a little bit on the price here, I pay about $120 a night or a little more. But it's like about $7,000 a night. But with the breakfast included, you know, you upgrade a little bit more. But I think the hotel is pretty nice. The customer service is amazing. And they upgrade my room. They gave me this one. I wanted the Superior King, but they upgraded to a studio, so it has like a couch. Of course, you got the TV right here and a kitchenette. So it's kind of like a studio apartment. You can cook your food right here. You got the fridge happening. Let's see. Yo, this is dope. For the price that I pay, I mean, you might think it's expensive, but getting all of this, it's not bad, man. You know, sometimes in the Philippines, you just got to pay a little bit more if you want a better system. So I'm just touring you around this room. Gonna lay down in a bed. Let me see. It is comfortable. Hold up. Let me go all the way to the back. You know, I'm 6'1", 6'2", so let me see something. Oh shoot, I fit comfortable. See, look, I got space, everything. The TV is right there. The room. One thing that I like to check is always the bathrooms. Pretty essential for me. So let's take a look at the restroom over here. Well, so far it looks pretty good. Let's see what we got. Here I am entering the bathroom. Of course, you know who this individual is. The one and only Manny. Let's see, how do I get in? Okay, so what do they provide me? They provide body wash, conditioner, shampoo. Here's a shower. Nice sink. The toilet here, pretty nice. Let me open it. Oh wow, look at this. That's a nice looking bidet. Pretty essential, you know. And then fresh towels. Pretty spacious too, like, wow, look at all the space behind me. And high ceiling, you know, I'm a tall guy, you know, let me see if I raise my arms. It's pretty nice. And the lobby's in the 3rd floor, and to get in, you gotta pass, literally like an airport, you gotta pass like a metal detector, so that's how you know it's pretty safe to get in here. So pretty much, you know, check everybody who comes into this hotel. So this is top notch, really. And upgraded the one with the breakfast included, so maybe tomorrow I'll film the breakfast area to see what are the vibes. So this is the lobby and the 3rd floor. Pretty big and spacious, you know, and then you got a view of the Bay of Manila out here. And they got a beautiful tree, got this Christmas celebration out here. You can see the city of Manila over there, the bay. This is the new reclamation land that they're building, an artificial island. They're gonna build a massive city out here. And this is gonna be the Minions runner tonight at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably film it, so. And then I'm gonna film this district over here, because it's not just a mall. They also have like a business district out there, so. So this is the outside, and you can see how futuristic the building is. And then the bay is right here, but the mall is towards the other side. Since I'm by the bay, I feel a nice cool breeze out here. But I think it'll be a nice place to capture the sunset. I'll probably do like a time-lapse video from the room of my hotel, so. But yeah, I'll go with the flow today. So now I'm studying the fitness center. Wow, they really got some nice machines here. Look at this. Like literally, there's a lot of gyms that I see in the hotels I stay is just basic, like a treadmill, maybe a few dumbbells, but this one has like everything, machine. Got TV, great channel, yeah, nuts. Look, they got this too. You can work your legs, everything. I don't know, shoot, maybe I'll give it a try too. This, then they got this where you could do your squats. It's a good solid gym, and then dumbbells. I think here it's measuring kilos. And then you get the beautiful view of, get the beautiful view of Manila Bay and the reclamation land. Like I say, they're building artificial islands, and they're gonna develop like massive skyscrapers over there, so pretty crazy. And you can see all the high-rise buildings. Here I am, the pool area is behind me, and they got a bar. I think this is a good area to capture the sunset, man. I think it lights up. Maybe I'll come back in the nighttime to see, but what really blows my mind, but this is pretty common in Asia, is how they're building this over here. Like the artificial, the first time I ever came to Manila, this was not here now. I think it's I think it's taking like the entire Manila Bay, and they're gonna span the city of Manila. Like apparently, I think it's only like a little over 600 square kilometers, but it has about 15 million people living over here. So this is smaller than the entire size of New York City, but they got way more people living out here. So I guess they're trying to expand. You can see even a fisherman there, a kuya around there. So wow, it's pretty good to see it from this angle. Then you see beautiful Manila right ahead of me, but yeah, this is very impressive. Because a lot of people, they come to Mall of Asia, but there's also like a little business district happening around here. So that's what I'm gonna do for today, explore around here, show you the residents, and then tomorrow I'll figure out what else is on the menu. So it's early in the morning out here in the hotel, and gonna have myself some breakfast. And it's a huge buffet on the dirt floor. They have a lot of varieties, you know, food, the regular standard breakfast that you get back home, coffee and everything. Pretty massive with a nice view. So really gonna go check it out. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the tour of the buffet area. Come over here, as you can see, it's a big breakfast area. People just eating over here. So I'm gonna walk around and show you what's in the buffet. Kind of like a Viking style. So over here it's mostly like the cereals, you know. We got this breakfast that's called taho. They got the juices. Hello. Got the food over here. It's like plain rice, garlic rice right here. We got like sausages, corned beef, beef tapas, fish, you know, everything out here. Here's the pastry section, like donuts. Wow, looks great. Chocolate muffin, red cherry Danish, Chelsea bun. Oh, this is amazing. The breads and everything. Gonna get the waffles and the syrup. So I went pretty light for now. I might get more, but this is what I got, you know. A couple of tapas, some pastries, a tortilla, bacon on another side. It's kind of like I'll call this a little Filipino thali, like, you know, a little bit of everything in it. So I'm gonna dig in with the tortilla. See how it tastes. Thank you. Pretty good. They just delivered me coffee latte. So now I'm just gonna taste the latte. Let me see. It's pretty good. Pretty good, smooth and foamy, you know. It's nice. Now let me just dip in the beef tapa, which is a big delicacy here in the Philippines. It's pretty good. Then of course, nothing wrong with crispy bacon. So yeah. So I chose a simple style, you know, but it's pretty good. So I'm just gonna finish this up and I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm walking around the central business district right near Mall. I've seen it many times in pictures, but I never walked around. So I'm just gonna walk around here and see what's going on. Most of the developments are not tall buildings, but they're actually like condos. And in the first level, they got like business, like restaurants and stuff. So we're gonna go check it out. You can see here the building one. So if you go on the other side, is the entertainment district, and that's part of Mall of Asia right here. And then we got this futuristic design, so skyscrapers are actually pretty nice. I'm just gonna walk straight to see what can I find in the corner. Like I say, these buildings are not that tall, but I really love the futuristic design that it has. The ones in the corner are actually even nicer. I think these buildings are actually call centers. They have like the overpassage on top that connects you from one side to another one. So I'm just walking around here to see what are the vibes. And now there's a heavy traffic jam, because I say later at night, it's a Minions 10-kilometer race out here at night. So I'm gonna go check it out. It's right in front of the hotel. There's also some nice buildings. They even got like their own stairs that goes all the way in the top. We're here, see, look, it's like a little Plaza e-com center. Let me see. I'm not gonna go on top, but I'm just showing you. So you can literally go over there And then you got this here, like it's pretty futuristic. But then these other buildings, they have the same concept too of the stairs, you know. Wow, makes you feel like if you're somewhere else. It's actually Metro Manila right here. I like the design of the building, they're pretty beautiful. Look at this one. Pretty cool, modern, and they got like a coffee joint right here. So that's really nice. And I'm just gonna cross the street and see what's going on in the other side. I've always wanted to like explore around here, but it's a little bit far from my location. Because I'm staying in a hotel around, I thought why not block the area right here. I'm just gonna walk ahead to see what's going on. There's a couple of residential units, mostly residences, but in the first floor they got like a lot of restaurants going on. So, you know, kind of like a little central business district, but without the tall high-rise buildings. But like I said, they're developing the artificial island, and I think that's literally gonna change the game out here in Metro Manila. So, you know, very excited to see in the next 5-10 years how the city do. Like I said, this is mostly like a e-com center, so probably like commerce, you know, call centers happening around here. But let's see what's going on ahead. Every corner security guiding, wow. Safety standards out here. Over there you can see the stadium, the Coliseum of Moa. And this is the other side of the building right here. That's pretty nice. More buildings happening here ahead of me. It says SM, so I guess this is part of SM. Not sure if it's the headquarters, but it looks pretty beautiful out here. I'm gonna cross the street. Just gotta wait for the light to head towards my favorite right now. And this is it, the traffic jam, and then you see all of the buildings going on right that way. And then Ed's side's over that way. This part here is like the busy part, jeepneys and everything. Thank God I took the Grab early, man. If I would have taken late, even though we got entire day, I would have been stuck in traffic out here trying to get in just in the hotel. Like I say, the traffic in Manila is just, whoa, I almost tripped. It's just crazy. But now I'm excited to explore this area over here. I forgot the name of this business district. I know I saw some of these restaurants in a vlog, but let me see how can I cross the street. So this is what you get here, see? It's mostly condominiums happening, but in the first floor, lots of tons of restaurants out here, so we're gonna explore. This is pedestrian. I think I got a security there that he helps us cross, so when the female cross, I will cross myself too. And behind me you see the crazy traffic jam, man. It's just horrendous, but I'm gonna walk around here to see what's going on around these condominiums. There is called Shore, but also they call the shopping center area the Strip at Shore Residences. You see what's going on. And this is the other side. I don't know if you can see from here, but you can see all the restaurants. It's mostly like Chinese and Japanese cuisine. I was trying to get inside there, but they're doing like some construction work, so I'll see if I sneak by in the other side and film what's happening. But it's like a lot of residential units that goes all the way in the other side. They've been developing a lot of it right here. I think over here I can shortcut. So here you see what I'm talking about. They got the residential units, but then they got business in the first level. Tons of restaurants, mostly, you know, Chinese, Japanese. They probably got some Korean joints too. And I think they got Airbnb here too if you want to rent like a condo for a few days or a month, you know. But yeah, I think it's a really cool area, and then you're really close to the mall. I'm not gonna lie, this area is kind of giving me vibes of Singapore, like the same style. Like you got condos like this, but then you got restaurants and business in the first floor. A lot of neighborhoods in Singapore are like this. Once you enter like the city center, you'll see just mostly condos, then business in the first floor, snack house, couple of joints. Yeah, this is really cool, nice looking buildings, you know. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna walk back and make it towards the other street before it gets dark. This is what you get out here. Pretty nice, like I tell you, this literally looks like the hotel that I was staying in Singapore, like the same lobby entrance. Gotta tell you, the lobby and the residences look pretty beautiful. Now I'm gonna make it back towards the other side and walk some of the avenues. Tower 3, I might try to do an Airbnb here. It looks like it's pretty nice. Here you got more, wow, they even got like a night market over here, I think. I think it's on Sundays that they open up. I actually saw it in another vlog. Am I gonna walk over here and detour into another street? Because there should be another avenue where I can see more of these nice condos. But then you see the traffic jam. It's more intense now. I think it goes all the way towards EDSA. And then you see some of the food trucks that I got here combined with the condos and everything. So, and I'm gonna try to make my way towards Macapagal, what is it called? Macapagal Boulevard. That goes all the way towards World Trade Center, I think Resorts World. Gonna make it towards the other side to see where the other condos are. They keep on developing more and more, but this is actually a nice area. You know, they got some nice condos, some restaurants in the first level, so you don't gotta walk far. And I saw a lot of foreigners staying out here, so very cool and busy, you know, it impressed me. I thought it was gonna be just plain buildings, but there's a lot happening out here. So now let me just make it towards the other side to see what else is going on. Here's another condo unit called Shell. So pretty much like a similar concept of the other building, even though they don't got restaurants in the first level, but it's, you know, buildings like this, it's not even like a tall skyscraper. But I tell you, the lobbies, they look pretty nice. Then this is EDSA over here, one of the busiest highways in the Philippines. I got to see IKEA and more right there. That IKEA that they have there is actually the biggest IKEA in the whole world, not in the Philippines, the whole world. So I tried to walk around Blogger, but it was just too damn big. So I'm like, nah, I give up. Then I'm gonna make a detour here in EDSA and show you the other side, Macapagal Boulevard, because there's more condo units over there. There's a couple of nice looking buildings I think it'll be interesting to show. And then they're developing in the other side of EDSA too. So in a few years, this neighborhood is gonna be actually popping around more. Look at all the jeepneys over here, coming from different parts of Manila, and then that's more right there. EDSA exit, and then here you got the busy area that's happening right down here. Yeah, and then they got a mall over there. Let me just show you like the front part over here. And at nighttime, that sphere that you see, it literally lights up. If I walk in the other side, I think it's nice too, so maybe I'll figure that out later. But I'm gonna explore the other boulevard that I wanna show you guys. You know, but then like I said, the traffic jam, it gets pretty intense here. One good way for you to commute here without trying to get all the traffic jam is taking the bus, the EDSA carousel bus. It doesn't cost that much, and it runs pretty much in the bus lane, so it goes actually pretty fast out here. So I can start seeing all the developments in the other side. Once you pass actually Magallanes, you see all the buildings over there, then Makati is more ahead. So, but a lot of potential, a lot of developments going on right here. Sit right here. Even though the buildings are not tall, I kind of like the futuristic design that they have here. And then these condos over here, they must have some nice views in the balcony. Saw people waiting, I guess, for the bus. But pretty interesting. Not too far from here is a neighborhood that I actually filmed, Baclaran. It's literally like the last stop of the MRT line, probably like 2 more huge blocks ahead of me. But yeah, I was thinking about one time do that and walk all this, but it's too hot. But now I take advantage, I'm staying right here to vlog the area right here too. This area over here makes me feel like if I'm in California or in the States, because the way how the strip malls are designed and the palm trees, like this building over here. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of giving me like that vibe. Yo, I gotta tell you, in the map, everything looks like it's small nearby, but it's a little bit of a long distance walk. But I don't mind that. Right now the weather's not brutally hot, so it's actually pretty easy for me to walk. So I'm enjoying this. It would be even better if I had a bike too to be getting around here. But I shout out, like that guy is literally pedaling a bike and doing food delivery, so that's hardcore. Proves you how hard people work out here. This massive building here is called Double Dragon. Not sure if they got offices, but I know in the first level it's literally like a mall. Maybe I'll go inside, but I want to walk around here because there are some nice looking buildings that have like beautiful architecture. But even this is nice. In the nighttime, this lifts up pretty beautiful. Now let's merge into can't even pronounce it. Macapagal Boulevard. Let's see what can we find out here. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. I literally saw these videos and another bloggers, they're Americans that live out here. They explore literally every core, every cranny of Metro Manila. Even over here you see the traffic jam, how it keeps going. Then some fast food chains, but pretty modern. But I want to walk towards where the blue buildings are, because they have like a unique architecture. And I think there are some main roads that gets me towards the other side. I think I could cross in this overpassage. It's probably the safety option for me to do. So here you see, it seems like they're gonna build more and more. But anyway, here's where they got these blue buildings over here, and I think it's another central business district that's part of the Bay City area. There's a light there, so I should be able to cross. I think they got some cool stuff happening here. So I'm gonna cross to the other side to see what can I find in this area. So these buildings are pretty cool. Reminds me a bit of some of the buildings like in Taiwan. Little similar concept, like they're not tall, but hello. They're not tall, but they're actually pretty futuristic. It's called Six Senses Residences, and they got a couple of businesses in the first unit. And I don't know why, but just seeing like the palm trees with these buildings, I don't know, it just gives it like a nice, cool vibe. But I'm gonna make it towards the other side to see what can I find, because I see a lot of high-rise residential units. Then where I was walking was over that way, but it seems like they might develop something over this side. But let's cross towards this side to see what can we find. Just gotta wait for the light to cross. Seems like it's another business district happening over here. Hopefully it's not too strict in terms of filming in this area. So this is an area that's still in development, but little by little they keep popping up more and more buildings out here. I can see all the way at the end how they're building new buildings, but this is happening all over the Philippines, not only in the metro part, but even in the province. Like this building's not sure how old they are, but I can tell they're on the newer side. And we got this over here, like a plaza. Wow, this is cool. I tell you, it's giving me a little bit of a Taiwan, Singapore vibe. And just trying to prove it, there's so many cool, nice developed areas in Metro Manila, and they keep on developing more. Oh, I think like a shortcut right here underneath those buildings. Maybe I'll do that to see what's happening in the other side. But I want to see what's happening in this street. Maybe there's not much going on. Maybe they're developing, but I'll probably do that and then shortcut through here to see what are the vibes happening. See how nice it is, those buildings behind me? So really not much over there, you know, it's still, like I call it in the States, in Pampers, in development. But looking at those business districts kind of reminds me a little bit of the Central Business District in Iloilo. I made a video there like a year ago, which is really cool. This is another angle where I was filming, so I'm gonna go underneath there and see what can I find. Showing you a 360 view, beautiful buildings, the ones I was filming in the back. Then these buildings, and they have a Robinson's supermarket in the bottom, so that's really cool. That's actually a cool concept for you to live upstairs. Then if you're too lazy to go far, you can just come downstairs and your supermarket, boom, is right underneath over there. I think on top of here, they got like a little plaza for the residents, I guess. Because I see the trees and stuff. I even see a Christmas tree over here. So I guess they go up and they get a view of all of this. Let me see what's on the other side. Wow, so they actually have like a plaza here, and I think it's for the kids. Also like a shopping center right here to my right. This is when you pass underneath those buildings behind me. But very cool, you can hear the airplane because the airport is not far from here. This is what you get right here, and it seems like they're gonna set up like a little mini market. Then a couple of businesses out here, so yeah, I can see actually the other mall and the other side. So it seems like they're setting it up. Maybe in the nighttime it comes out to live over here. This is really cool. I think it's a shortcut area too. I'm seeing a lot of buses out here. Lucky 3 Tours. I'm not sure if they're road tripping around. They're doing a stop over here, or just a bus stop where you could take it to, I guess. Other regions over here, Manila or Luzon, but yeah. Pretty cool pedestrian area that they have there between those buildings. And I'm just gonna make it back here towards the other side. Then this is the other region here. Cebu Best Rico Lechon. Oh wow, they sell lechon out here. Then you got a fast food chain, McDonald's, and then Edson's over there. I'm gonna cross towards the other side to see what's going on, because I haven't been in that other side by foot. So I'm very excited to explore that side. So little by little, it gets dark earlier here. Probably like 40 more minutes of dark, so I'm seeing the lights being turned on. I guess for the Christmas, I'm gonna cross the whole EDSA towards the other side and pass by Double Dragon Plaza. Okay, it's gonna be like a little bit intense for me. This is it, see? Pretty wide space of streets, so I'm gonna see what's happening on the other side. So here, this area looks even more developed than the other side. Kind of like a business district over here. They got the mall, but I like the floors, how it looks like. I'll show you in front of me. Like over here, you see? All of this going on. The buildings are not tall, but they're pretty nice and well developed. Then in the middle, they got the lights that are lit up in the nighttime. I tell you, it makes you feel like if you're, I don't know, like instead of Southeast Asia, like in an East Asian country. It's giving me semi vibes of Taiwan. Like I told you, it's just Metro Manila. Like Metro Manila is very diverse, you know, in terms of architecture. This over here is Pasay City. Like I say, there is 16 cities that compose Metro Manila. And one municipality that is Pateros, I think it's actually the smallest municipality out here. Then they got Double Dragon West. So I guess it's like condominium complex over here all together. And then the mall is on the other side. So it's like multiple units all together. Then Arcadi over there, not sure what this building is, but it looks actually pretty modern and futuristic. Here this part, look at this building. Look at the design. And then you got a Jollibee and a Burger King right next to each other. That's funny, man. And those are the carousel buses that will take you all the way to EDSA. We got more condominiums over here being developed. But yeah, this area is coming up a long way. I remember like the first time I came to the Philippines, there was only a few units built, but now all of this has been developed pretty fast. Oh wow, they got a Bureau of Immigration building. I guess if you're a foreigner, you could come extend your visa out here, so. So I think I'm just gonna turn back. One thing I wanna do, I'm gonna walk by the Double Dragon Plaza throughout EDSA, because there is a huge statue in the outside that reminds me a lot of the statue that you got by EDSA and Mega Mall. There's also a big statue in Pasay City, which is called Victor. I gotta go film around that area. I heard that that statue is actually bigger than the Statue of Liberty right down in New York City, Jersey area. So I'm gonna walk towards the other side to showcase you what's going on over there. I'm inside the Double Dragon Plaza. It's just one level mall, but it's pretty long. It goes all the way to the other side, so I'll show you just a little bit. This is it right here, nothing fancy, but they got some nice clothing stores over here, like t-shirts. So that's dope. So I'm outside in here. It's literally the statue that I was talking about. All the way up there, then you got an overpassage in the other side, but I'll show you the statue right here. These are the EDSA carousel buses. They're literally lining up one after another one, you know, because they got like, just like subway stops, they got bus stops. There's a bus stop there, so they try to get it full, have people exit or enter. And then this is part of the mall, and this is the statue that I'm talking about, all the way over here. But a little bit of what's going on here. Now I'm just gonna walk all the way down towards more, get some air conditioning. Maybe I'll make it to the bay, but I don't know. By the time I get there, it's probably gonna be pitch black. I'll see, but I'm just showcasing you, you know, the entire area, so you can see how cool it is and how much they developed this area over here, you know. Tell you, everywhere in the metro part of Manila, they're developing non-stop. So in a few years, in a decade, I think I'm gonna have to be redoing a lot of videos around here to see what's going on, and God's willing. You know, here you see like all the buses, they keep on going. Like it stretches all the way from back there, all the way down here. So you can see the sunset ahead of me by the sphere. Ahead of me, I'm approaching more. I tell you, you look at the map, everything looks like it's nearby, but it's a big district over here. You can see the buildings I was walking by earlier. And then once the night sets down, you see the circle where they got the sphere of more is gonna turn into lights. Since they got the race tonight, I think they got the median lights setting on, but yeah, it's gonna be actually pretty interesting. I'm gonna be up all night for that race, so I might need to take a little nap after I finish filming this video, but yeah. But yeah, I already filmed Mall of Asia a few times, but I'm probably gonna shortcut over there to get some air conditioning, and I think it's the fastest way to get towards Lanson Hotel where I'm staying. Well, I'll show you guys what was happening. Here you can see they're building more and more. So before it was just a mall, but now they're trying to build like a little city in between the mall. I guess it has some density and some action happening, you know. So I think that's really a good idea. And this is the sphere. They will turn it on maybe when it's pitch black, and that's the entire mall right there. Well, I think I could cross underneath here. Over here, I don't know if you can see it clearly. They're building like another extension for Mall of Asia SM site. I guess it's like an exhibition center. So it's not just like a random mall that is massive. It's also like a city within a city. They got restaurants, they got everything. giving you a 360 view of what's going on over here. The condos, everything. So you can see it doesn't do justice to video. This is actually like super massive, this area. And they even have an arena. Like I said, this mall has an exhibition center and they have an arena just probably bigger than Madison Square Garden in New York or Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. I'll show you the arena right here from a distance. But I think there's an overpass that I can cross from right here. So I'll probably get a better angle of view once I make it up there. So here's the arena and you can see the IKEA there in the middle. And I think the convention center is in the other side, so, or the IMAX, but yep. See, look, it keeps going. It proves you how big this mall is. Here you can see the construction work. Like we say in Spanish, va en viento en popa, like it's going fast speed. So very good to look at, and you can see the condos that they got in the back. And this is the overpass, this bridge. See? That's the Coliseum right there. Got more over this way, and then people just walking in to different divisions of the mall. You know, they got outdoors and indoors, and today, because it's Saturday, it's actually pretty busy. To be fair, I don't think I'm being in this side of the mall, so I'm gonna walk a little bit here to check it out. Here I am inside mall, pretty busy today. They got Christmas music. My favorite area is ahead of me, where they got this lights that literally resembles an aquarium. Well, I'm gonna make it down to show you guys what it looks like. I was gotta figure how do I get downstairs. This is one of my favorite areas in the mall. Like the lights and everything. Aquarium right here. And this is only a little portion. I told you, this mall is literally like super massive, but I never get bored of filming this mall out here. Look at this aquarium here, pretty dope. I feel like a little kid. You can see the multi-level floors. So some of the biggest malls are out here in Metro Manila. This one is in North Edsa and Mega Mall. But this is the biggest mall in the entire Philippines right here. Feeling like a little short tour, and at the same time I gotta tell you, like, the air conditioning is actually pretty good over here after walking a while for outside. You know, the humidity hitting like at another level. So I'm just gonna walk towards the other side. Maybe I'll make it towards the bay, even if it's at nighttime, and do my grand finale right there. So this is what the mall looks like in the Philippines. Comparing to the malls back home in the States, they're dead. Here it's alive, it's a vibe. It's not just a mall, it's a mall to be with your friends, your family, you know. Like in the old-fashioned ways back home, here, even if you don't come shopping, you can have a good time. Because, you know, they got stores, they got restaurants, they got playrooms for the kids, entertainment, so a little bit of everything. And like I said before, even American Dream Mall in New Jersey, the state that I live in, it's the second biggest mall in the United States, ain't nothing compared to this mall. Even if it's massive, I just feel like the vibe over there is just boring comparing to this one. This one here, it literally has like a lot to offer. See, they go one hallway with that side, now I keep walking over this way, and we got more going on. And the new sky deck is all the way up. Maybe I'll take a little peek up to see what's going on. So now I'm heading to the new edition of the mall, the Sky View, which literally the whole entire mall on top, it has like a view on top. You can even see the bay on the other side. So I only cover it in the daytime, so I'm gonna check it out how it is in the nighttime to see what's going on. It's actually drizzling a little bit and getting dark, but yeah, this is what you get here in the view in the nighttime. Then they got Christmas songs playing on over here, so. But yeah, this is it, pretty much the sky view and the patio on top. Here's another angle, and the bay is out there where I was filming, and they got this castle over here with the music playing. So pretty nice, just be careful because the floor is slippery if it ever rains out here. So just when I wasn't gonna film anymore in the mall, it seems like they have like a little mini night market out here, so I'm just gonna show you guys. So here they got this here, selling clothes, even winter outfit they got here. See some nice shirts. They look cool though, urban. There's more over there ahead of me. Like I say, it's crazy. It's not just like a mall. It's like a literally like a city over here for people to hang out, you know. The kids going, they got jewelry, they got a lot of cool stuff out here. I like how they set up the decorations for the Christmas times out here, which is actually really cool. Also trying to figure out what restaurants they got here because I have to have my dinner later. Probably some pasta or something, but I'll check out, you know, the vibes. Let me see. Ahead of me is not really much, but I want to show you the decorations that we got going on. So look at these lights, how cool it is. This is pretty nice. A whole mall, whole pedestrian area lit up like this. And then here you can start seeing food joints So they got like a outdoor plaza and then they got the indoor area, the mall. It's literally multiple big buildings all connected together that make this huge, massive entertainment center and mall. And then outside, what I was filming in the beginning, all the new developments going on over here. But you know, it's really cool. So like I say, this is literally a mall that you can spend literally the entire day out here. But there's so much to do, so much to see. I've been here, you know, multiple times and I still keep on discovering new areas because, I mean, it just takes you the whole day to explore this entire mall out here. So awesome evening out here today. You see it's already getting dark. It's a pretty big traffic jam over there because like I said, there's gonna be a race over here in the overnight. So maybe I'll cover it, I'll see. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna start wrapping up this video over here exploring Bay City and Metro Manila. So that was the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.